Hello, and thank you for joining us today for The Bender. We'd first like to acknowledge that we are gathering on Treaty 6 territory, which is the rightful home of the Cree, Saulteaux, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Nakota Sioux. This is land that Indigenous people have fought and fight to protect. We encourage our audience to consider supporting organizations such as Water First, which helps the fight towards clean drinking water on reservations. And as always, please contact your local MP and make sure that they are fighting for Indigenous rights. The Bender is this year's Mowat Diversity Award winner. We'd like to thank Dave and Sandy Mowat for their generous donation to the Edmonton International Fringe Festival. We'd also like to thank the Edmonton Arts Council for their support. Please take a moment to turn off all devices that make noise. Phones, watches, coffee grinders, leaf blowers. We really appreciate it. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the show.
But I don't know where you are or how I'll exist without you. I don't know what to do. My papa told me I'm a fool over this. He said, girl, you got to go and follow your bliss. But I'm without you. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. My papa told me not to dwell on this. He said it's morning time, it's time to persist, but I'm without you. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do without you. That song, it just came to me one afternoon after my partner John killed himself. I'm still living in the basement suite we shared, and these are the darkest days of my life. I've got bipolar disorder, and I'm recovering from 4 years of rapid cycling, in which time I spent 12 months locked up in psych wards, certifiable. At this point, I worry more about depression, suicidal ideation, and isolation than mania. All of the downs and none of the ups. Every week, I will spend 144 hours alone, and one night with poets. It was here that I would meet Jordan. When we met, Jordan was a young woman. Later, Jordan would come out as a trans man. He is an amazing poet with a troubled life who I would offer an oasis, a day or two in my cozy little home. I had no idea that Jordan and I would embark on what we would come to call the Bender. Thank you, Jane, for starting us off. Welcome to this night of poetry, folks. Tonight, you're going to feel all the feels. And if you want the poet to know that you're on this or ride with them, you can make noise like, ooh, or yippee, or just snap. Just snap. Everybody snap with us. Okay. Well, next up, we've got Liam. Open hearts, open minds.
Brace yourselves. In this room and in these streets, hungry, humble hearts beat, and even Axis troops bleed fragile blood. We're all flesh and we're all human. Each and every of God's children feels within the rising of the flood. Well, the water washes clean, but water's not quite what I mean when I say break the dam, I need release. 'Cause in this room and in these chairs, folks are breaking into pairs and everybody's getting laid but me. I'm happy for ones who found their others and hope it's fun beneath your covers. I'm filled with lust but void of jealousy. Just let me be if you won't have me. I want your hunger, not your pity, but everybody's getting laid but me. The poets know the pain and sin of always never fitting in, and nights of brooding in cold solitude. Yes, folks these days are more accepting, but there's something I'm saying that you're not quite getting. What I want's to fuck some girl or dude. Well, it's hard alone, and I'm hard too. Then what I'm screaming out at you is, first of all, only if you please. But you want to help the marginalized? Well, drop your pants and spread your thighs. Because every tongue is licking ice cream. Every back is scratched and writhing. Every cheek is slapped or blushing. Every hip is grinding, thrusting. Every moan is rising, trembling. Every kiss is filled to bursting. And everybody is getting laid. But me. Dr. Seuss got nothing on me.
Okay, folks, I am sorry, but I'm gonna bring the room down now. I'm gonna read a hurtin' poem.
Oh, girl.
This is called John. Can you drink beer where you are? Can you feel my love? Are you just particles melting back into the earth or into the collective consciousness? Perhaps both. Do you know that you shared your last six-pack with me? Gold label, the cheap stuff. After I witnessed you laid out in the clothes I chose for you to wear to the grave, after I forced myself to walk out that door knowing I would never see you again, they gave me your last beer, still on the rings. Were you thinking of me as you drank your beers? I think you drank 3 beers as you drove to that place where you would park on a dusty road, light charcoal, and burn it in your car. Can you drink beer where you are? Can you feel my love? If I had been with you, I would have rolled the windows down. I would have asked you to try for change, told you that redemption is possible because of love. You didn't have to quit on me. We giggled, your brother and I, as we viewed your body because you look like the Russian dictator Vladimir Lenin laid out in state. We giggled, then we let the tears fall. They gave me your last beer with your effects. Later, I took a sip and poured it over your unmarked grave. Do you know that I forgive you? Does that even matter where you are? I don't believe in a lake of fire. I hope that you are flying through a universe that is kind to your poor, sad soul. Can you drink beer where you are? Can you feel my love? I hope. Okay, next we've got our featured poet for the night, Jordan.
Featured poet?
Hey, it's Jordan's birthday, come on. Jordan used to show up here with a fake ID. Happy 19th birthday, kid. I can't wait to hear your new work.
Open hearts, open minds. Happy birthday to me. My childhood is contaminated. Every happy memory infected by the knowledge of what followed. Every loving moment with my mother interrupted by a sudden switch. And it turns into another fight. And another. And another. It's hard to reminisce when every sweet memory has a bitter aftertaste. Remembering my sister reading to me in bed and knowing it's because Mom was never home. Remembering the care our community showed us and knowing it's because they pitied us. Remembering playing outside with my best friend and knowing I wasn't enough to keep her alive. I am born of rotten stock, born of mental illness, of abuse, of poverty. You can never escape your past. As far as I run, I can never escape the trauma that pumps through my veins, as much a part of me as the eyes I got from my father and the self-hatred I got from my mother. She taught me well, and I was a quick learner, learning to never look in the mirror without picking at my skin, without analyzing how my clothes fit and hating myself when they got tighter. She taught me the conditions of love, to never be too loud, too argumentative, too authentic. My childhood is contaminated. My history is rotting. My life is infected. So yeah, happy birthday to me, I guess, and many more.
Ahem.
Oh, exceptional work tonight, Leo.
Exceptional. My darling, don't kid yourself. I was a lot better than that. And you were fine too. Your work was profound, honest, brutal, heartbreaking, but don't beat yourself up. Other than that, it was fine. Anyway, how are things?
Oh, you know how they go with me, up and down.
Deloris, you buxom bipolar baby. Was that a mental health joke? Keep it up. I'm proud of you.
Oh, hey, do you see that Kari's handing out joints in the smoke pit?
Ooh, that generous bitch. I'll be right back.
Ah, don't hurry. Hey, Jordan. Jordan, your poem was amazing.
Thank you.
You're always amazing. But this one really gutted me. Are you okay?
Well,
Do you want to,
Sorry.
Oh, hey, listen. If you ever need a break from home, you should come to mine. We'll get baked and make popcorn.
I'd like that. What about tomorrow? Yo, I brought ingredients for my patent-pending big-ass chicken sandwiches. Do you have any mayo?
Yeah. Here you go. Turns out it is fried chicken with mayo, mustard, ketchup, barbecue sauce, and relish, all on toasted Wonder Bread. Okay?
Kicks ass, right?
It's saucy like me.
You're saucy and I'm salty. We're a good match.
Yeah, we are foodie friends.
Hey, how was your date last night?
My date last night was a no-show.
You need to start dating younger people.
I do date younger people. 25-year-old dudes hit on me on Plenty of Fish all the time.
Younger.
Younger?
Younger folks have more stamina. I could spend hours with my face between thighs.
Oh, we have that in common, except that, I can't claim to be any good at it. I've really only done it with one woman and I got bad reviews. That lady didn't even return the favor.
I would for sure.
Oh, do you want, I should get us more wine.
I need a cigarette. It's so cold out, Dee. Can't I just smoke inside?
I hate cigarette smoke in the house, but I can't say no to Jordan. Sure.
I'm still hungry. I only have enough stuff for one more sandwich.
Feel free to cook that up, kid. Now, I'm hungry, and we're both broke, but aside from the popcorn and the sandwiches, there's nothing to eat. So I guess I'm going hungry.
You know you shouldn't call me kid, right? I am an adult.
I call everyone kid. Jordan is 19 and I'm 40. Here's looking at you, kid. Hey, I wonder if Casablanca is even on Jordan's radar.
You still have half a sandwich there.
Oh, holy shit and hallelujah, the great half sandwich miracle of 2018. I'm gonna eat that.
You're so funny, Dee.
Oh, hey, do you want to hear a song?
Sure.
Okay, this one is about this fella named Peter I used to be in love with. He's an asshole though. He only calls me when he wants to fuck or he's wasted. At least I got a good song out of him. Okay, this is the cold kind. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still awake, 'cause I cannot sleep, knowing you're online, on there all the time, 'cause you're everybody
play a cold game. You are the cold, you are the cold, the cold kind.
I'm sad. Drink up. Let's get happy.
I will, but you know I do have to watch how much I drink. You know drinking.
Why'd you waste your time on that guy?
Oh shit, he wasn't even my first unrequited love affair. I don't know why I keep falling for dudes who won't take me out or show me off in the light of day.
It's a problem with fuckboys.
Yeah.
You know I'm demi, right?
Demi?
Demisexual. It means I can't have sex or romance unless I'm friends with them first.
Fascinating. I think I'm the opposite. I really only have one-night stands with strangers, and I couldn't even contemplate making it happen with a friend. Ew.
Is that healthy for you though? You should try sex with a friend. A younger friend.
What? I think Jordan wants to fuck me. What? I've never done anything like this before, but my therapist does suggest exposure therapy.
I think I could expose you to a lot.
Oh, you are too young. I'm 40, our friends are gonna think that I'm a fucking predator.
Come on, so I'm an old soul until I'm into you? I've tried dating people my own age. It's just not the same. They're always so inexperienced and boring. I had to grow up fast. I relate better to older women, and you relate to me. So what's the problem with a little age gap? It's not like I'm a child. Besides, I wasn't lying about the stamina.
This is a really bad idea, right? I mean, talk about inappropriate partners, right? I do want to eat pussy again, though. This is crazy. You're going to have to make the first move.
Nope. I want you to be in charge.
I don't like power play, kid. Jordan.
Tough. You're making the first move.
The sex was so bad, and I do not mean as in good. I suspect it must have been bad for both of us because 2 days after Jordan seduced me, I messaged saying, "How's your pretty pussy?"
That was a one-time thing. It will never happen again.
Later, and for the next 2 years, I was iced out. Even when we were standing in a circle of poets, if I began to speak, Jordan would leave. Ouch. Salty.
Yeah, Deloris, tell us a poem.
Okay.
Do a poem to me, Deloris.
Okay. Tonight, I'm gonna do something that's a little bit sexy, a little bit scary, and all buckle up for fear of love. Open hearts, open minds. Lover, you cover me in my gray chair with a red blanket and I fall into a fitful sleep. I dream of you. You're a snake in my bed. I sense you nearing. You're coming right for me. I go fetal, cover my breasts with my blanket. I'm scared to touch you, scared to be touched by you, scared of how you will feel. But you weave your way around my leg and teach me to like your cold skin and to joy in the speed with which I cool to you. Your scales feel rough against my thigh, and with your slither from my hip to my elbow to my shoulder, I relax. Your in my ear is enough to quiet the city of thoughts in my mind. Turn down the bebop. Your on my neck as you shake your rattle over my navel wakes my skin in such a way that I feel not only your skin, but my own, alive again. And the fine hair that populates the landscape of my body rises up to you in the pregnant moment before you swallow me whole. Okay, are you ready, Liam?
Lady, are you ready for me?
Always. Open hearts, open minds.
And by the way, it's pronounced Liam. And if you want to leave me, then you'd better believe me that you're never going to see me again. So what? You were the best. Well, I'd like to try the rest, so you might not want to test me, my friend. Burning glory at the dawn, sun sets and then it's gone, so let's hope that you're not wrong in the end. Oh, you want this to be friendly? Well, you blew it. You can blow me. Kiss my ass and watch it leave you to spin. Oh, you never meant to wound me. You never loved me truly. You only thought to do me again. You thought it would be worth it? Just wait until the hurt hits. Wait until withdrawal begins. Watch out, the water's muddy. Watch out, it's getting bloody. You thought that you could keep me on call? I let you taste bliss, but once you start to crave my kiss, you'll find that I don't miss at all. That's a poem about how I'm the best fuck in the world.
Okay, now we've got Jordan. Open hearts, open minds.
All roads lead here. I think of 4-year-old me, trying to pee standing up and being confused when it did not work well. I think of 14-year-old me, determined to be not like other girls. Yeesh. The signs were always there, it just took me a while to read them. But once you notice the signs, they're impossible to ignore. They're everywhere, from the kitchen where I wash dishes and wish my arms were more defined, less soft, to the couch where I watch my favorite characters and find myself wishing I were more like the male ones, to the bathroom where I experimented with ace bandages before I had a chest binder. That was the point of no return, the straw that broke the gender's back. I looked at myself in the mirror, flat chest and hair tucked under a hat, and I knew. No more questioning, no more doubt. I looked at myself and knew for the first time who I was really seeing. I finally recognized the person, the boy staring back at me. Not quite who I am, but who I could be, will be. With every step I take, I get closer to myself, getting a new wardrobe, getting my hair cut, getting my first chest binder. And with every step I take, I find out who's unwilling to walk with me. I see the people who are choosing to stay behind, who would rather lose me than make this journey together. Sorry, I didn't realize your unconditional love came with terms and conditions. Appendix A, Section 3. This relationship may be considered null and void should the signing party turn out to be trans. Sorry, guess I didn't read that part. With every step I take, I find myself losing the people I thought that I would always have. The friends who said they would always be by my side. My family who brought me into this world saying, we don't care if you're a girl or a boy as long as you're healthy. Funny how that's changed. Apparently, coming out means choosing myself over my relationships. Apparently, my friendship with you was more reliant on my womanhood than my happiness. But I would rather be a man that I like than a woman that you find palatable. And if you want to leave, you can kiss my tranny ass on your way out the door. Woo! Hey, will you come out for a smoke with me?
Okay.
Deloris, I'm really sorry about how I treated you before. You know, after we had sex.
You haven't spoken to me in 2 years. That really sucks.
I know. It was just more than but I really want to see you again. I want you back in my life. I miss our friendship.
So do I. I was able to forgive him like that.
And, you know, I was wondering if maybe you'd want to do a friends with benefits kind of thing.
Hell no. Is that a good idea?
I mean, I'm still Demi, and I still need to get laid, and Still into older people.
Let me think about it, okay?
Oh, hey! Liam gave us some weed.
Oh, how nice of them. Let's smoke some smoke. For the life of me, I don't know who suggested what happens next. All I know is I wasn't expecting it. Why don't we fuck a cis man? I'm on it. So, I call my 32-year-old, long-time off and on again lover, Vinny. And uncharacteristically, he was available and was in my apartment within half an hour.
There she is. Deloris, my old friend, how's your life? How's your hot ass? Stop right there. Give us a spin. Let me see what I've been missing. Oh, girl, the years have been kind. Why? What took us so long? And this must be Jordan.
I must be.
Jordan, how old are you?
That question is old. I'm an adult. And age shouldn't be a factor. Besides, I like my partners older, Daddy.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Well, my aged friend, what is about to happen now is we are going to embark upon a threesome. I know my old friend Deloris is down. Are you cool with it?
Absolutely.
Hot damn.
We are so bad. We are so good.
We got along just fine, the three of us. I stripped them bare and took turns filling them both. I made them moan together, let them get wet together, let them take turns feeling my cock. I let the one suck the other's nectar off my fingers while I felt nipples grow firm between my teeth. Lips on lips, skin on skin. I swear I heard Deloris growl as I was going down on her while Jordan looked right into her eyes. And then
Vinny got called away because his 8-year-old autistic son had run away and he had to go rescue him. Vinny says he's coming right back, but he doesn't show up. That is why you don't date people with kids or dogs. Am I right? Well, I have to say that watching Vinny eat Jordan's pussy and watching him bend Jordan over the chair, wow, I have never been so wet with pleasure as I was watching two people I care for fuck. We all had a good time, so we planned another rendezvous for a week later, but 2 days later, Vinny shows up, asking for it on demand. Jordan had fallen asleep and he's been staying with me more often than not. It was the sleep of the dead. So I give Vinny a blowjob and he fucks off. On the planned game day, he just doesn't show up. When I message, "Why aren't you here plowing us?" his response was,
I'm pretty pissed at you two for the last time.
I'm out. We're both flabbergasted. He got an unscheduled blowjob. What does he have to be angry about? But we still want to fuck a cis man, so I suggest my tried and true method for pulling strange dick and getting laid that night. Now, ladies, I am going to teach you how to fish. What you've got to do is you go to the nearby section. Now, this is just for plenty of fish. And you look at everyone in a 10-kilometer radius who's online and attractive or at least acceptable. And you message them. I'll message a bunch of guys at about 8 o'clock. Do you like big, beautiful women? And by 9 or 10, I've got 2, maybe 3 guys on the hook. And then by 11, one of them is on the way to my house. So using my profile, Jordan and I messaged 6 guys with that line. Do you like BBWs? Surprisingly, 3 of them answer. A muscle dude, a doctor, and a businessman. We add the line, "Are you up for a threesome?" And unsurprisingly, they all say yes. I let Jordan pick, and by 11 p.m., Mr. Muscles was Vinny's.
So, How do you sex kittens want to play this?
We're gonna play a drinking game. Every time one of us says fuck,
Yeah.
Dolores has to take off an article of clothing and
Oh,
we
yeah.
all have to drink.
Done.
And you can't touch her till I say you can. Those are the rules.
Hell yes!
I just wanna fuck him.
Not till I say you can, do you lose that scrunchie?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Fuck.
Take off that dress.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ah, just take the whole fucking thing off.
Hey, slow down.
At that point, I couldn't stand it any longer. My hunger was too deep, and I needed to feed. So I jumped out of that chair, whipped out my hammer, grabbed the old one in the red lingerie, pulled her towards me, pulled down her panties, and I plunged inside. I fucked her raw. The young one, she just watched me pumping her friend for a time, and then my hunger was for her. So I did the same thing to her. I just grabbed her, threw up her skirt, pulled her panties down with my teeth, and fucked her so hard I busted. Boom! Threesome accomplished. Check that one off the list.
This guy was so strong and so hot. His body was a machine, well oiled and revved up. He fucked us like a sailor on leave. He flung us around like we were rag dolls, and he took what he wanted. We did not mind that at all.
Yeah. Why don't we ever kiss when we're alone?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should try. His lips were soft and sweet, but the aftertaste was somewhat salty.
Dee, I really don't want to keep this a secret anymore.
It's only a secret because you asked. And I am afraid of what they're gonna say.
I feel like you're ashamed of me. You keep me in the dark and we don't see the light of day. It hurts.
Shit, we can tell people. We'll say we're on a bender.
A bender.
You know, I can't keep this up. I don't party like you. I'm not 21. I am having a really good time. But as soon as my moving funding is approved, I move in with Jane and we've got to stop this.
You're a fucking tourist.
Liam,
Huh?
what has Jordan told you about the bender that we're on?
Not a thing. The bender.
Oh, well, we're smoking a lot of ganja and drinking a lot of wine, and we are having a really good time.
Ooh la la.
But I am afraid it's gonna end badly for one of us, or maybe even for the both of us. I don't mention the threesomes.
Hey, listen, great. Do drugs, but do be careful. Jordan's going through his own stuff and has a history of hurting himself, and you're vulnerable. So, good luck. Be careful. Break legs.
Wait,
Claudia!
Okay, now we've got Jordan. Open hearts?
Open minds. They mean well. They always do. They mean well when they say, have you thought this through? They mean well when they say, I just hope you're being safe. They mean well when they say, but do you know the risks? But I had a friend on hormones and HRT ruined their life. I had a breast reduction and really regretted it. What if you can learn to love your body? What if you can learn to shut your well-meaning mouth and listen? Listen to me when I say that this is not a spur-of-the-moment decision. It's not a drunken tattoo session or a post-breakup haircut. The sheer arrogance it takes to assume that you've thought more about my medical decisions in a casual conversation, 5 minutes, than I have in my 21 years of life. Were you there when I was crying myself to sleep every night, wondering if I would ever get to live as my true self? Were you there when I was questioning and planning for 2 years before I finally asked my doctor for a referral to the gender clinic? Were you there when I was crying tears of joy on the bus ride home after finally being prescribed testosterone? I know who I am. I know what I need, and I will not forego my needs to make well-meaning people comfortable. I will not water down my transition, water down myself, because you are not ready. I have gone my whole life resisting my own identity to appear more attractive, more palatable, more digestible. I have wasted too much time on well-meaning people who would like to cut me up into bite-sized pieces, and I am done. It is not my job to nourish you with the parts of myself that are appetizing. I hope you choke on my wholeness. Let's take 5.
Hey, that's brave.
Thanks. I don't really want to get into it. Wanna help me take my mind off it?
Oh shit, Jordan.
Do you even fucking listen to me?
I am so sorry. It flew out of my stupid fucking mouth.
I'm sleeping on the couch.
We went to sleep, and when we woke up, we got high. Are you okay?
Want some wine? Let's just have another threesome.
Should we go fishing? Instead of fishing, I call Peter, who treats me like a fuck toy. I should have left him in the wind after the last time we fucked, and he threw my dress at me and kicked me out. When Peter stumbled in, he was visibly drunk from the night before. I went for a shower, and when I got back, Jordan had a strange look on his face.
Hey, Peter, so here are the rules. You can't fuck Deloris until I say you can.
Nah, fuck that. I fuck when I want, and I fuck who I want. I wasn't there for that old pussy. I wanted some strange stuff. I went for that younger one, and fuck if I tried. Fucking whiskey dick, but I still got it in. It still counts. It still counts.
He wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't touch me. He fucked Jordan, and Jordan didn't seem to enjoy it. In fact, he threw Peter's shirt at him as soon as he was finished. I felt sick in my stomach when it was over, but it was Peter who puked. He said he'd take an Uber home, but my place is real hard to find, and I didn't want him wandering the streets alone and drunk. I guess I still loved him, so I drove him home. When I got back, Jordan was waiting, having just had a shower.
Fuck that guy. Actually, I hope you never fuck him again. He sucks and you deserve better. When you were in the shower, he asked me what was in my pants, how old I was, and suggested we ditch you and run off together.
The fuck? That fucking fucker! I swear he will never touch you or me again. I swear, I am so sorry I brought him here. Are you okay?
I'm okay, I'm fine. You could hardly get it in, no big deal, but you need someone better. You need me. I'm in love with you. I want to be your boyfriend. Love me instead.
Oh, I can't. I can't. Not after I lost John. You're fucking flirting with death, and I can't sit with you in the hospital while you get your surgeries and support you. I can't hold your hand and tell you everything is gonna be okay when I'm scared that it won't. I won't live on the edge like that. I can't.
Then it has to end.
You know that. Are you leaving me?
You're leaving me. You're in charge, remember? Choose me or leave.
You know that my moving funding was approved and I'm moving in with Jane tomorrow. This has to end. I'm sorry. Don't ice me out.
No promises.
The next day,
was my last day in the little basement suite. One more night and I get to move in with Jane, my bestie from poetry night. Jane is the only person who has ever sought me out when I was non-responsive in my darkest days. She came to my house with a bag of groceries and she banged on the door until I opened it up, and then she cleaned my house. We'd been spending a lot of time together before all this happened, and we decided to make a home together. I was so happy Jane didn't disown me after I came clean about the bender. Jane is the best and the kindest of souls. That afternoon, I got a call.
Oh, God, again. I'm not okay. It's bad.
Are you suicidal?
Yes.
Do you have a plan?
Yes, I'm going to get a box.
Whoa, hold on. You don't get to tell me that. John used to tell me his plans. He used to show me the rope. We're making a new fucking plan. I'm on my way to get you and we're going to the hospital.
I'll bandage my wounds myself.
You need to be in a safe place, and the best place is at the hospital. I am coming to get you. When I got there, Jordan refused to go to the hospital. Last time he'd only sat for 14 hours.
And they kicked me out.
I told him he would get a bed, but he wanted to go to the liquor store, and I can't say no to Jordan, so we went to the liquor store.
Beers for men.
Don't get too drunk, please. Fuck it, give me one.
Let's go fishing.
That's a really bad idea. Your arms.
It's fine. I just want something to take my mind off it and help me forget. Come on, Dee. Let's just have one last threesome.
Against my better judgment, I let Jordan go fishing, and he pulled an old trucker. Look, I needed a distraction. I needed Jordan to have a distraction. That is my go-to coping mechanism.
Well, I'll be. You two aren't the cutest thing. Hello. There was something strange about those two. They were drunk and they were high. I should have left. But I wanted to stay. And I did it with both of them. And I came twice. But it was almost like they weren't even there. It was about as much fun as jerking off. I hauled ass and I don't like talking about it.
Was I ever glad when that old dude left? I felt gross. Dirty old man. What's going on? Are you okay?
Having a panic attack. I'm trying to breathe it away. Do you still have Ativan?
Yeah. Here, one for you, one for me.
What's in that one?
Seroquel, that will make you go to sleep.
Yeah, I know Seroquel.
Give me a couple too, eh? We passed out for a few hours, a reprieve, and then it was time for me to move. I took Jordan home. He asked for that bottle of Seroquel, and there were only 6 pills left, so I let him take it. That was a big mistake. All right, take it away, Kari.
Hey, will you shut up and listen to me? You're over there talking like you're some kind of community leader. You are a scumbag. How dare you give Jordan barbiturates with alcohol? How dare you make Jordan fuck that guy when he was in a state like that? You were exploiting him for your own sexual gratification, you dirty, old woman. If you don't leave Jordan alone, I've got a bottle of pills with your name on it. Now go to the cops. You'll go down.
That bottle of pills had 6 pills in it. He couldn't kill himself with 6 pills.
And how many beers? What's your fucking medical opinion? That he can just do all the mixing he wants? You're lucky that he is not dead.
I hadn't thought about mixing.
You're lucky that you're not in jail. If you ever go near him again, you will be.
Open hearts.
I fell for you like a skipping stone, sinking into you until you enveloped my whole life. But a stone is no match for your swirling and crashing. Staying with you would mean being worn away, eroded by you day by day until nothing remains. You play the victim, as if a stone can have any power over the ocean. You overpower everyone you claim to care about, forcing change in them to make more room for you. Forging paths through those who love you, not caring about the caverns you are creating, also you can flow unimpeded. You create streams, rivers, waterfalls, but it will always be at the expense of those who love you. The ocean may attract you with her beauty and power, but she will never love you back. She will lure you in with her gentle tides and sandy beaches, but beware the storm that is always waiting to emerge, intent on turning your life upside down and making you forget everything but her body, wrapping around you and pulling you under. My rose-colored glasses have fallen off. I see you now. I see your cold heart, your beady eyes, your desperate hands still grasping for me as I try to leave, grasping for the person you think I am, a person that was never real. To be loved by you is to be shaped and sculpted until I no longer recognize myself. To be loved by you is to lose myself. To be loved by you is not to be loved at all. I have finally made it to shore, and I will never return to your waters again, no matter how your beaches beckon and your sirens lure me. There is no love to be found in your depths. You are a watery grave that I barely escaped. I know now that love is a prairie, vast and fertile, growing towards the blue sky with nowhere to go but up.
I was devastated. No shit. But the poetry was breathtaking. In classic Jordan fashion, dramatic, salty, and cruel. I messaged Jordan later asking if I could look at the poem, but he told me never to speak to him again. And I have not. I have seen him out a few times pre-pandemic, always with a beautiful, long-haired, non-binary person, his new fiancé. If I could say anything to Jordan now, it would be, thank you for the lessons. You set me free of Peter's hold, and when I said no to you and set a boundary, I figured out what I need. And I realized that those men who didn't love me back, well, they must have felt a similar way as I do. I cared deeply for you, but I couldn't change my life for you. I've realized that those men just didn't love me enough, and I felt so small for a moment, and then I felt a weight lift, and I was free of the bonds of unrequited lovers. You cut yourself on sharps to feel visceral pain. I cut myself on bad men to feel the pain and shame and loss that was so familiar. I wonder what you learned from me. I hope to see that all in your poetry in print someday. I'm sorry to have hurt you. I remember my broken heart and how it's healed, and I know that you're going to heal too. I respect your boundaries, so I will leave you be. In the immortal words of Dolly Parton, I wish you joy and happiness, but above all this, I wish you love.